are live. We are live.
Hello, my beautiful people. Good afternoon, good evening, from wherever you're watching from, or whichever time you watch this. Welcome to RMT. It is sizzling hot, interactive, and transforming. We're glad to have you again on this episode on RMT. And on this episode, we shall be looking at the topic distant couples. We're going to be at the couples that are running separate home by married couples. And in the studio with me, I have my co-hosts who will be looking at this topic together to encourage families that are living separately as a result of one thing or the other. Here in the studio with me is Pastor Adegoke. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Bless you, man. Good evening.
Bless you, man. Good evening. Good evening, sir. And also in the studio is Pastor Oluwalere. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, happy weekend.
Happy weekend to you, sir. We can't see your face, sir.
I don't know why I'm there. Okay. My face is there.
Oh, better now. Okay. Yes, and also in the studio is Dr. Samuel. Dr. Samuel, good evening.
Good evening, viewers, and good evening, everybody. Good evening, viewers, and good evening, everybody.
Good evening, sir. So,
Good evening, Doctor.
And to our viewers,
Good evening, Doctor.
We want to encourage you to share this video because a lot of people say they have not been seeing the video. So you do somebody good by sharing the video so that they can have opportunity of seeing this video. And if you are watching the replay later, remember to hashtag replay. Hashtag replay. So on today's topic, distant couple running separate home by married couple. My first question is going to go to Mr. Oluwalere. Sir, what could be the causes of couples living separately?
Thank you for the question. There could be reasons for couples living separately. It could be negative, it could be positive. If there is a problem in the home and they mutually decide to separate, to live in different homes, maybe a kind of mutual agreement where you see couples living separately. Two, that might be as a result of maybe there have been a lot of problems at home and they feel the best thing to do is to, okay, let's just separate for now. Maybe later we can come back. The other one could be maybe as a result of job.
Okay, you can go on, sir. I thought you were done.
Okay, that could be maybe the husband maybe is transferred, and maybe the wife is working, and they don't want the wife to break her job. So as a result, it could be an agreement. Okay, I am moved to so place. Live here while I live there. They will still be communicating. Thank God, communication now is more effective than the way it used to be there. So those could be the reasons for their separation. My opinion, anyway.
Thank you so much, sir. My next question will go to you, sir, Pastor Adegoke. When you look at the cases of conventional couples, people who are still married, there are no issues, but they had to live separately for one reason or the other, maybe as a result of their job. What are the effects, number one, on their relationship? And secondly, what are the effects of living separately on the children?
Excuse me. The question is not clear enough. You said two couples, no issues.
No issues. They are married, but they are married separately because of job, or probably because of travel. Maybe the wife is in Nigeria, the husband is in UK, or the husband is in US, the wife is in Nigeria. Probably they're trying to see how they can get visa for the rest of the family. They are still married.
Oh,
okay. They don't have issues. So what are the effects of such distance living? Now they are running two homes. Yeah. What are the effects on their relationship and their children?
Yes, it's very, very expensive. Not monetary wise, but let me put it this way. I'm a Christian. Bible says husband is the head of the family. So in a situation whereby the head is missing, so definitely it's going to affect the entire body. The control is no longer there. The affection, protection, even money wise, is expensive as well. Even spiritually as well. So it's going to affect the children. More so if the children are still, they are still growing, and they need a mentor to mentor them. So it's a difficult situation. So personally, I will not encourage it. If you are moving to abroad, you have to go with your wife and your children. Otherwise, there are tendencies for you to lose the family. Bless you, man.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, I will also direct that same question to Dr. Samuel. What are the effects of couples living separately on their relationship and on their children?
Thank you very much. Ma. There are reasons why the Bible says his wife. And that clinging to his wife is not just getting married. Those don't getting married. That means they are together. And looking at this, one way or the other, couple that are setting live apart. Either we agree with it or not, because of the majorly economic value. Most people want after getting married, the wife is working somewhere, the husband is working in another place, and you will not look at it. Do you want the woman to resign at job, or you want the man to resign his job? Because of this, they notice that one of them, they must stay apart for a while until they now find their level ground. However, staying apart has its own disadvantage. and it's to be used on the family if not well managed. Depending on the duration of staying apart, depending on the distance to which they are staying apart, it can impact negatively the family. Like the family, the husband have to learn how to live a bachelor life for a while. The husband to the purpose of all couple coming together is also for protection. They are supposed to protect themselves against people that are invading into their family. However, if they stay apart, the wife or the husband will be vulnerable to people that want to hijack their marriage. The children are supposed to grow up together under let me say a control environment. Husband and wife making impact into their upbringing. This may not be possible. In as much as we know that staying apart for a while, being inevitable because of financial reasons, avoid it because actually impacts negatively on the couple and on the children in their start. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Mr. Oluwalere, my next question will go to you.
Yes, ma'am.
For the fact that they are living separately, we want to believe that how will this, okay, maybe let me start from, how will this affect their communication?
How would their distance affect their communication? First of all, maybe please, can you help us adjust the thing is echoing? The question is, how can their living separately affect their communication? So many ways. Today, you discover there are some couples that live together and yet affect their communications. How much more living in two separate locations? Are you hearing me? Hello? Hello? Hello?
You can hear you,
I can hear you, sir. I'm hearing you, sir.
Okay, living separately will affect their communications in the sense that one of the couple is crystal clear that the children will not be with them or with him or her. In that case, he won't be able to oversee those children at that moment that he's away. So whatsoever those children are doing at that particular time will definitely affect the children because it's only one side of out of the couples that are seeing those children. And there is nothing like the two of them training the children. So definitely they will affect their communication. That's one. Two, at that moment that they are not seeing themselves, you see, seeing themselves more or less communication itself. So, but at that moment they are separated. They don't see themselves. It is not all the couples that are trusted. There are some couples, even when they are together, they still do some funny things. But at the moment they are separated, if at the limit that they don't trust themselves, then you don't know what is transpiring between them. And in that case, if the trust is not that one there, definitely it will be coming up in your mind that at this particular moment, I don't even know what this person is doing or not. And devil is also very funny. If a man is living separately and the wife is in a different locations, you will see some men finding way or the other to at least to talk to the woman, approach, do so funny things to at least entice her. And the man too. If it's a man that maybe is well-to-do, you see some women coming to him, trying to seduce him or whatever. But at the end of the day, since they are far away, if they are together, you know, there are some things that they are coming together would prevent. But the moment they are far away, communication is broken. Definitely, there are some information they might even want to pass at that moment. But that for the simple reason that they are not together, it prevents them from that. And you discover there are times you even want to call to express whatever you are passing through at that moment, that you are not together would prevent you from at least passing those informations. There is nothing like the two of you being together, talking together, relating together. But that distance will prevent you. And you discover your communication together would either directly or indirectly be limited. I don't know whether I answer your question. Thank you. Mama T. It's off the camera again. So maybe I should continue pending the time she comes back. So you discover know-how. If they live differently, it will affect their communication. There is nothing like the two of you coming together, particularly in the evening when you come back from office, when you have showered, you've eaten, maybe in the parlor, in the room. You come together, you review what has transpired in the day. Hello.
I'm backstage.
Hello?
Okay. Yes, I'm back. All right. So I'll now ask my question. I'll direct it to Pastor Adegoke. How should they now work on their communication so that it could not get strained because of the distance? My question is to Pastor Adegoke, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
How should they work on their communication so that it doesn't go strained?
It's a difficult question to answer, to be honest. If somebody is living in London and the other person is living in Lagos, thank God for the internet and the means of communication that is available now. The best they can do is just, maybe video, video signal, Skype, all those stuffs. You can't do more than that, and it's not healthy, to be honest. We are all matured, we are all adults. Imagine your wife, you don't meet your wife for a whole year or 2 years together on the same bed, under the same roof. It's very, very difficult. There's no any antidote to that, to be honest with you, man. So the best thing is for us to encourage either the husband or the wife to meet, to meet their wife or meet their husband, as the case may be. So we don't have to, encourage any separation at all. It's not healthy. Most of the marriages are being crashed these days because of lack of communication, living far away from one another. So there's no best solution to it than to live together, come together, under the same roof. That's just my simple contribution.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So, what about in case that they are applying for a visa, one of them could not get visa, they can't help it, they actually want to be together, and they just can't help it. What would they do?
Sister Joey, if the husband is in England and the wife happens to be in another country, say Nigeria, and the wife applied for a visa and it's not forthcoming, it's no longer that's a complete separation. There's no marriage in that, to be honest. Nothing. I bet you after first year, 2 years, the 3 year, the 4th year, the 5th year, the nation will be telling them to need something. It takes, I've experienced, I know many people like that. It's difficult. It's a difficult situation. Oh yes. I've been in England for almost 12 years now, and I met some people in this country, ladies with their children, they left their husband back home. Yeah, we know what they are doing, here and there. It's not healthy. That's not marriage anyway. That's not marriage. Please, that's not marriage.
Thank you so much, sir. I'll come to you, Dr. Samuel. In this case, we find out that one of the effects is that it's going to strain their finance. So how would they modify their finance so that it can be adjusted? Because definitely it's going to affect their finance. What should they do?
Thank you very much. Staying apart or distant couple, there is no way to strain your finance. But modifying it depends on the distance, the duration of staying apart. If you are going for just a short course, 2 months, 3 months, you can say you will manage. But if you know that I have to stay in London, or I'm just saying Sokoto for about 1 or 2 years, there is no way. I have to make myself comfortable. There is no shortcut in trying to manage the finance. I have to maintain 2 homes. When I say 2 homes, I mean you buy everything that will make you comfortable, unless you don't want to be comfortable where you are staying. If you want a little bit of comfort, you have to duplicate everything you have, almost everything you have. And by doing that, you will spend more. People that stay apart, they've already made up their mind that they are going to spend more because you are staying apart. So there's no way you stay apart that won't cost you more, because you maintain another home different from the original home.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I'm going to Mr. Oluwalere. How should they prevent lack of intimacy that could be resulted as a result of the distance between the two couples?
Yeah, thank you. Honestly speaking, there's no way you can prevent it. I've just given is he a saying by Panadol? He said, if it's not the same thing as Panadol, it is not Panadol. I don't know whether I reframe it very well. That you prevent it. Honestly, you can't prevent anything. Let me give you a typical example. I have a friend. He was my immediate boss. We were together in the bank before. I won't mention his name. We left the bank together. We do check-in. We're an assessor with ICANN together. At the time when crisis of the bank came, himself and the family relocated to UK. On getting there after some time, he left the family, the wife and the children. He came back to Nigeria. I tell you, for more than 4, 5, 6, 7 years, the wife and the children were there, he was there. He died recently, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago, the day I was not in this platform. I was just about taking my flight when the call came in that social person died. And I just looked at it and said, vanity upon vanity, all is vanity. To tell you the honest truth, there should be nothing that should be as important as family. Let them pay you 1 billion naira. It's not as valuable as when you are with your family. You can't prevent it. Maybe you can just minimize it, and the minimization is just limited. And how do you minimize it? Make it a point of duty every morning, every afternoon, every evening. You call, you chat, you do everything so that the loneliness to a level will be prevented. But there is nothing, you can't prevent it. To be sincere with you. Minimizing to just speaking on phone, looking at your faces on video, whatever. It can't be as good as when the two of you are together. And honestly speaking, it will even tell on the family, it will tell on the children. And that's why personally I will advise against it. You may say I'm local, you may say this or that, but to me, it's not the best thing to do. I may accept it if the couple, maybe they have been together for years, the children are grown up, they are old, and they are not thinking of having any issue again. Maybe the marriage is as old as 40, 50 years. Well, I may accept that. I'm minimizing, at least maybe calling, phoning, thank God, social media. But it can't be as when the two of you are together. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Yeah. Dr. Samuel, Mr. Oluwalere said that nothing should be as important as the family. But sometimes the man or one of them is trying to secure the children of the children or of the family. In this case, what would they do? And they know that if they are trying to do this, probably one of them has to go apart to go ahead, like go and prepare the way for the other family. In this case, what would they do, or what should they do? Does that mean that the family is not important to them again? Dr. Samuel. Okay.
Hello, Pamon. As I was saying, if you heard him well, he made mention of the fact that nothing could replace the physical intimacy in relationships. However, in some cases where you need to go to be separated, for how long? There is no way you will not be separated from your wife, even if just to attend a conference. I go for conferences, I go for meetings, 3 days, 4 days. But within that 4 days, we will be in constant touch with video calls, talking to ourselves. But when I have to now go, how long can you go away from your family? Any separation that is going into months should be cautioned. It's not healthy. Because you want to stay away from your family, you want to prepare the future, you need to travel out and settle the ground for them to come. You are going for a year or 2 years. I can give you examples upon examples. about family that are separated, distant couple. I have a friend about few years ago, let's say 12 years ago, 11 years ago. The guy got married. When the guy got married, the wife was in, I think, Sokoto, he was in Ondo State. After a while, the guy started talking about divorce. I was telling him after about 6 months or a year, what is the problem? Initially, he didn't want to open up. Later, I now discovered that the wife got pregnant for someone else. A newly wedded couple, less than a year, the wife was already pregnant. And because he's a doctor, he knew that the pregnancy was not. That ended that relationship. How do you expect such a guy? How do you want to convince such a guy to try with that relationship? If you must separate them, the Bible says that you should not be separated from yourself except for a while. And if you take consent from your partner and you come back immediately so that the devil will not tempt you. When a separation is going beyond 6 months because you want to go and settle things, plan very well. You should know that things can go haywire. If things can go wrong, that means if things can always go wrong, that means it can go wrong. So there is no need telling me that you want to go and settle down for 2 years. It is not healthy. As much as possible, it's not that you have to be together all your life. You plan as much as possible not to be separated. And if you must do that, have proper plan in place to be together as soon as possible. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Pastor Adegoke, how do families, distant couples, handle the issue of trust?
If both of them happen to be a good Christian, I don't think there should be any problem regarding that. At the same time, we have to discipline ourselves to some extent, like going to party when your husband or your wife is not there, or traveling alone with some friends to other states for for occasions, or visiting people without without a permission from either of the couples. So there must be a laid down principle between the two parties. While I'm not at home or far away from you, don't go to such places or that place. Or no, there must be a laid down rules and regulations. And as a human being, to be honest, there are a lot of things we have to be honest with ourselves. If my husband asks me, don't go to maybe Kogi State while I'm away for 3 or 4 months. If I go there, he will not know. How can he know? So definitely, since it's not tracking me, he didn't tag me. So I think everything should be based on a principle and trust, absolute trust. So I think trust is the key word in that circumstance. Trust. You have pledged that I will cheat on you, or not that you cheat on me. So if that is, if those principles or laws are on ground and we abide by it in total, I think life goes on. It's okay.
Thank you so much, sir. Pastor Oluwalere, sir. Pastor Duke could mention something that because of the distance, to avoid some things so that the partner can trust the other person, one of them should avoid some places. Then do we now say that because a woman husband is not around, she is restricted to go to some places? Like, because I want to believe that at that time she needs to be in the midst of people. She needs to do some other things that will distract her so that she won't feel lonely. How will she handle that?
Thank you. You see, the issue of trust goes beyond the way we are looking at it. If you trust your couple, let him or her go for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. If that trust is there, the two of you will believe and nothing will happen. Mark you, if the two of you sleep on the same bed, if the trust is not there, there are many things you will do that you will not even know. Or there are many things you will do that she will not know. But the word trust is a very expensive word. If trust is there, you can allow your wife to go to anywhere. Let it be 1 week, 2 weeks, due to the exigency of that thing is going for. If, for example, maybe somebody who brought you up from the youth is doing something somewhere else, and I will say because I am not in the same location with my wife, I cannot allow her to go. That would not be fair. It won't be fair. So if the word trust is there, even if it goes for 1 week, for 2 weeks, I don't know, nothing will happen. If the trust is not there, let the two of them live in the same house. Let me tell you, when I first finished from school and I served, I was staying with my auntie in Festac.
Okay.
That is a couple opposite my auntie's flat. You discover that the husband, the wife, they live in the same house. But you discover each time the wife stands up like this, the husband will be watching and be trying to look at where she will be going. She'll be looking, she'll be watching. Until she comes back, she will just be looking, trailing her. Why? Because trust is there. It's not there, rather. And the two of them are living together. How much more when he's far away? But if the word trust is there, either you are there or you are not there, that trust will be there. Let me give you an example. At least you know me, and I like to be very practical. Before I got married, we were courting. My wife was in Ondo, I was in Lagos. And the immediate junior sister who was supposed to do an IT, compulsory IT, the only way he could get a place to do the IT was in Lagos. And he was supposed to spend at least, was it 3 months or 6? I can't remember. We were not married. I got the place for her in my bank. Would I say because we have not married, the sister cannot stay in my place? My place, we have 3-bedroom flats. I was the one living alone. She came. She spent, I think, 6 months. I was the one taking her to the office, bringing her back. It was in the process of that 6 months that myself and the sister got married. She left her with me because of that trust. How much more people who are far away? If you see, the way I look at myself is, once you are not my wife, either we are not related or not, I take you as my family. I will assume you are my family. Now we are blood related. And once that conception is there, I treat you as relations. So that's trust. If the trust is not there, even if they live together, have you not had it? There are many people today, they go and do paternity tests and they discover 2 or 3 of their children are from another person. There is a practical one that just happened recently. The MD of First City Merchant Bank, First City Bank. Now the wife was just coming out to say the 2 P's. They are not, he's not the paternal father. And the 2 of them live together. So how much more living separately? So the word trust is a very expensive word. If the trust is there, you can allow your wife or your husband to go to anywhere he wants to go to. And if that trust is there, he won't disappoint you. Let her go with men, let her go with women in the office. If the trust is there, nothing will happen. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Sister Tony.
Sir?
Hello, ma.
Hello, sir. You want please, to add to that, sir?
Oh, yes, please. Please permit me, please.
Yes. Go on, sir.
I will borrow 2 injunctions, one from Holy Bible and one from a Holy Quran. As a pastor, we read everything, so don't be wondering why Holy Quran. Prophet Muhammad made a statement in the Holy Quran. He said, and I quote, when a man and a woman are together, he said the third person with them is devil. Hello, ma?
Yes, sir.
He said when a man and a woman, they are together, the third person, unseen person, is always a devil, Satan. And let me go to the Holy Bible. Bible says, enemy coming to kill, to steal, and to destroy, isn't it? So when the enemy comes, there must be an hope. So why am I saying all this one? As a Christian, sound Christian, we must not allow devil to play on our intelligence. I know that we have trust, yes, but we must not overflow the word trust. If I trust my wife, I shouldn't expose him to any danger. Are you getting me now? Women, naturally, they are too emotional. That's how God created them. They may restrict a lot of things, but they are too emotional. When you overflow that, trust, maybe your wife for too long to allow her to mingle with other people when you are not around, I'm telling you, the marriage is heading toward doom. For those people that they had a paternal test and something happened to them, I don't think they are influenced by money alone, because they were left alone. They were on their own. Nobody was monitoring them, and they become a prey to the environment or to their bosses or whatever. So trust must not be overstretched. Oh, I trust my wife. I let her go to this one. Tomorrow Owerri, tomorrow Union, tomorrow there. I'm telling you, when it comes back, it will compare and contrast with influences from evil men outside there. God will help our home and our marriage. Thank you, ma.
Thank you so much, sir. Trust must not be overstretched. If I love my partner, I shouldn't expose him or her to danger. And Mr. Oluwalere said that trust has nothing to do with distance. Once you trust, you trust. It does not matter the distance. That's profound. I'll go to Dr. Samuel. I think he's not here now. So I'll give this question to Pastor Adegoke. How should they manage on shared experience? How should they manage missing out on shared experience, like child delivery, birthday, special day like their wedding anniversaries, and many more? Now they are living apart. How should they manage those days?
It's a difficult question to answer. Most, especially to those, the very person who has emotional attachment to birthday, to shared bearing, to many things, some activity, marriage, what's it called, marriage anniversary. All those things, can be marked without the bearing or naming ceremony, whatever, or birthday. So, you won't enjoy it alone unless two of you are together. You can enjoy it maybe with few people, but when both of you are together, I bet you that day is going to be a very, very special day.
Thank you so much, sir. Dr. Samuel, and for distant couples, how should they manage negative mingling by family members and friends?
Thank you very much. I know we live in a society where the families they have very great influence into our matrimonial home. However, it is when you complain to your family that they try as much as possible to influence in your affairs. As much as possible, make it a point of duty to make your personal business, your family business personal. Don't discuss anything. They will surely ask you, are you hearing from your partner, are you hearing from your husband or from your wife? Say yes. They may even come with a suggestion like, I hope she's fine, what is she doing over there? Try as much as possible not to give them information that is not needed, that is not necessary. If you restrict most of those information to them, they will meddle with personal life. People need basis to influence, to talk into a relationship. And if you don't give them that basis, don't give them that platform, they will surely let you do. Anything they ask you, fine. Anything they ask you, I just spoke with her now, and nobody will bother you. But if you said she's not been picking my call, then you are looking for trouble. They will help you to escalate things and you may not like it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. When you complain, that is when the meddle. Make your personal business personal. Don't give them unnecessary information. Thank you so much, sir. I will now go to Mr. Oluwalere. How should this couple manage their lonely moments?
How will they manage their lonely moments?
Yeah.
Thank God, social whatever has made things easy. They live separately. One is there, one is in the other location. Thank God. It's different from the time you write a letter and it takes 100 years before it gets to the other person. Now, if you make a call here, he sees it there or she sees it there. So if you want to manage your loneliness, there must be a specific time on a daily basis. Although it's expensive, but since your marriage should be more, since the success of your marriage should be more precious to you than whatever cost it incurs, that you incur, or whatever cost it will cost you, you must have a specific time that you relate every day. In the morning, you call yourself, how are you? Do video chats, do WhatsApp chats. In the afternoon, in the office, occasionally send text to her. I love you. How has today been? What's your experience in the office? In the evening, make it a point of duty. You must talk. When you want to sleep, you must chat. As you are waking up, you must chat. To that extent, at least the breach in communication will be minimized. But you are here, your wife is far away. 1, 2, 3 days you don't talk. Maybe because of the cost you will incur in relating with him or her. Honestly, you are digging a pit of failure. That will not be our portion in Jesus' name. So whatever it will cost you, so long as it is for the purpose of cementing your relationship, for the purpose of making your relationship to be more cordial, incur that cost for that same success. Thank you.
Incur the cost as long as it's make you family together, at least by using social media. Thank you so much, sir. My question now to Pastor Adigoke, sir. The issue of situation reports. How should it be managed between distant couple?
Please, man, can you define a situation report?
Okay, that each of them will have to give details of what is happening in the house. Oh, this is what we did today. This is what happened today. How should it be managed?
They can manage it if if they have a mutual understanding. Even though some couples they live together under the same roof, hardly would they manage their situation. Hardly would they discuss about their personal situation. I mean, between two couples where they have a strained relationship. So it's even better, to be honest, to live apart, and it is then they will enjoy it better, because they have to tell, today I was at office, my boss sent me to bank. When I came back, my PC just went blank. All those stuff. That means there's a mutual understanding, true love between the two couples. If there's no true love between the two couples, I bet you they only say, hello, how are you? How was your day? I'm fine. Oh, okay. Have you had your lunch? That was the end. But if there's, they have something in common, I mean, really, they are really, in a union, I bet you they have to discuss for hours and hours. That's a true love. But if there's no true love, as I've said earlier on, it will be difficult for two of them to flow, along the same direction. So my emphasis is a true love between the two couples, openness. Bible says they are both naked. Tell your husband, your wife, what you experienced today. When I entered my car this morning, the phone was even low. I have to go to filling station for all those things. It goes a long way. Before you know, you have spent hours talking to each other, and it makes each party more comfortable.
Thank you so much, sir. Situation reports make the party more open, more comfortable, more intimate. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, Dr. Samuel, there was this little girl of mine then I think that was in the 90s, early 90s or so, middle 90s. So the dad was not around. The dad lived outside the country. So she happened to know that maybe when she was still a baby, they gave birth to her there, or maybe they visited when she was a baby. And each time they kept calling and calling and calling. So one day she now told the mother that all her classmates, they used to talk about their daddy. Their daddy used to bring them to school. I want my daddy. Okay, the mother now told her that don't worry, when daddy calls, I will let him speak to you. So when the father called, she now gave the phone to the girl. Okay, daddy is there. Come and talk to your dad. She refused to collect the phone. She said, I don't want telephone daddy. I want my daddy. So with distant couple, does a couple manage being model to their children? How do they work it out so that their distance does not affect their way, that they are modeling their children, they are nurturing the children? How is that managed? How do you advise them to manage their children despite they are living apart?
Thank you very much. Well, even though we are apart, you can still look for a way to be together. For some of us that had to stay away from away from home to go to work, you make it a point of duty anytime you are at home, anytime you get to visit, let your impact be felt. There's no way you will stay apart forever. You will come together once in a while, see yourself. But whenever you are around, let those people around your children, your wife, let them feel the impact of your being around them, because you know that you don't have the luxury of time to be around. So whenever you get it, you make the best use of it. If the man that be making the best use of it, the daughter wouldn't say that I don't want my telephone daddy. He wants his daddy. What the mother would have said that don't worry, your daddy will be around before the year runs out and you have access to your daddy. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So whenever you're around, let your impact be felt. Thank you so much. On this
Please,
note,
sir,
I want
can
us
I have
to...
an input there, please?
Okay, sir.
If, for instance, the husband happened to live in abroad and his wife, live in Africa, maybe with their children, the wife has a big role to play. A big role in the sense that is the mother, at the same time is a father. So he must inculcate, into the inculcate, I mean, how do I put it? He must, be echoing on daily basis to our children. Daddy doesn't like this one. Or daddy, this is what daddy want to do. If he's here now, daddy will like it this way. Daddy doesn't love this color. Daddy like you to sleep as early as before you know, the children, although he's not used to his father, or the children, they are not used to their father, they will know that daddy doesn't like this one. They are not living with their father, but their mom now keep on ringing it like every blessed day. You mention their father to their hearing. Daddy doesn't like white soup. He will like this type of food. All those stuffs. Their mother has a big role to play, and it takes dedication for such a woman. The woman needs to be well dedicated for her to actualize those things to the heart of their children. Thank you, ma.
That's profound. The other partner that is available with the children should be dedicated to ringing into the ears of the children that, oh, daddy does not want that. So that she make them feel the presence of the father despite he's not around. That's amazing. Thank you so much, sir. Yes. On this note, we are going to round up here. But before we go, I want you all to give your final notes, your advice to distant couple. So I'm going to start from Mr. Oluwaleri. What's your advice for distant couples?
My advice, if there is a way to prevent being distant, prevent it. There is nothing as valuable as being together. But if you cannot prevent it, let the intimacy be there. Let the feeling be there as if you are together, even when you are far away. Let the communication always be there between you and your couple, between you and your children. Make them feel at home. And the day you are free to come home and you come home, let 70 to 80% of your time be spent on them. Going out together, doing so many things together, eating together, playing games together, having stories, folk stories, and whatever together. But if there is a way we can prevent this distant couple, honestly, I don't like it. For those who do it, I pray the Lord will help them. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you, sir. Pastor Adigogun, sir.
Yes, ma. On a final note, sincerely, I encourage married couples to come together. I enjoy their marital life. Marriage is very, very sweet, to be honest. And that's the will of God. A man shall leave his parent and cleave to his wife. That was the injunction in the Bible. Anything beside that one is no longer a marriage. And I'm trusting God. I'm praying for every separated couple that God will bring them together. Whatever it entails, the Lord will make them come together once again. In Jesus' name. Thank you, man.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Samuel.
Thank you very much, Mama T. No sacrifice is too much to give to one's family. So if you really want the family to grow, you must sacrifice. Let us please sacrifice for what it takes for us to be together as a family. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, everyone. And I want to say thank you to all our viewers. And once again, we want to let you know that if you are watching later, remember to add tag review. Also remember to share the video to as many people as possible. And on this note, we are going to end today. And we hope to see you again on another episode on Women's Talk, where it is sizzling hot, interactive, and transforming. So, bye for now and have a beautiful weekend. Bye.
Thank you.